talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Shipping catastrophe continues to unfold in the San Juan Islands. It started last month when local residents say a surge of Amazon packages were diverted to their post office, delaying regular mail and causing widespread employee burnout. Well, now the situation is snowballing even into something bigger. As Fox 13's Lauren Donovan reports, rural communities from Minnesota to Maine are coming forward with the same complaints.
Lauren, this isn't just about getting your Christmas presents on time. People are complaining a blizzard of Amazon packages is now inundating the remote post offices, bogging down everyday mail deliveries they rely on.
Folks count on USPS for their federal benefit checks, to get time-sensitive hospital bills, and to receive their monthly medications. They complain these critical shipments are getting delayed, buried beneath all those Amazon deliveries now flooding local post offices. After reading a bunch of complaints online, we wanted to investigate. We hopped on a ferry, headed out to the San Juans, and spoke with locals who said something has got to be done about this. Now, for the first time ever, we are seeing photo evidence of just how out of hand things have gotten.
You're getting a glimpse of Christmas-time chaos in the San Juans. Inside the Friday Harbor Post Office, Amazon packages are piling up. Sources tell us these teetering towers aren't the norm. There's not enough room inside this small-town shop to accommodate this many parcels. So, overwhelmed, USPS set up tents out back. Inside, pallets stacked high with brown boxes marked with that signature smile. Dozens of them. These pictures confirming local suspicions that Amazon is
really bogged down our tiny, tiny rural postal service.
Amazon says it's USPS's job to cover the last mile, that link between the post office and your doorstep. But too much traffic, too much demand, and not enough delivery drivers is creating a serious roadblock for local mail carriers. We're told they've got to use their personal vehicles to make the rounds.
So when you've got even a 2-foot size box, imagine 4 of those in the back of your car. Well, I mean, how does that get delivered?
And it looks like the San Juans aren't alone. Similar complaints are surfacing from USPS offices across the country. Headlines out of Minnesota show rural postal workers in Bemidji are protesting, quote, mail isn't being delivered on many routes because we're spending 12 hours a day just delivering Amazon packages. Another story from the Washington Post reads, chaos ensued in that same small town. Quote, since early November, Bemidji has been bombarded by a sudden onslaught of Amazon packages. A few weeks ago, we talked to a UPS contractor in the San Juans who noticed the exact same change.
On November 1st, it was like somebody just drew a line in the sand and all of a sudden our packages didn't show up anymore.
He believes their delivery trucks are barren because something happened between Amazon and UPS, saying the load once carried by UPS has shifted to already short-staffed local post offices. Amazon apologizes for any delays experienced in and around the San Juan Islands. They contend USPS locations approve their shipping projections, but they're trying to, as they say, refine volume accordingly. We're trying to get to the bottom of this, but Amazon, USPS, and UPS only offer generalized statements to our specific questions about contracts and volume. It appears congressional leaders are now pressing for information too. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar sent this letter to the Postmaster General. In it, she asks, what steps is the U.S. Postal Service taking to ensure that rural routes allow for the delivery of mail in a timely fashion, given the spike in package deliveries?
And I've reached out to Representative Rick Larson's office to see if he's gotten wind of any of these complaints. The one question Amazon repeatedly refuses to answer is, has the volume in the San Juans increased as compared to this same time last year?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is J.H. How you doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Yes, indeed. Let's talk. I'm going to play the two roles on this. What is really popping? We just spoke about this a couple days ago, and I'm a little concerned because, yes, they getting slammed. They getting slammed with this Amazon. Why? Because it's the holiday season. Let's go through this. Let's be real. They do this every single year. Hence the reason why Mr. DeJoy is in his mode of trying to transform us into a more of a parcel delivery service. I get it. Being able to handle a parcel delivery service, because from what you're seeing, obviously that there looks really bad on us. It looks horrible on us. And that sucks because the rural carriers got to go out and they're putting stuff in their car. All right, but ain't that part of what the rural carriers do? Yes, but this is not just there. Obviously, it's not an isolated incident. This is nationwide. This is going on, but it happens every year. So FedEx as well as UPS have stepped back a little bit. And as you heard, we are considered the last mile delivery. Now, last mile delivery means when the package is shipped and it goes from point A to point B, they go through trucks, whatever the case is. Last mile that means that when we get it, we are the final step to deliver the packages. You're probably saying to yourself, well, why the hell they can't do it themselves? Because it's not cost effective to them, which is mind blowing to me because it's obviously not cost effective to us, but it is. We travel and we touch every home USA. Regardless of, we touch every home USA, and they don't. That's why they pass it off to us. They pass off the heavy packages and they pass off the packages that are going outside of their delivery area. Well, why can't they deliver it? Again, it's not cost effective to them. They don't touch every home USA. Well, why the hell people ordering it? That's us. That's our fault. We ordering stuff. Now, here's the thing. This is where the devil's advocate comes in. The people that chose to live out in these rural areas that are away from the immediate circle, I get it. I don't want to be in up in the area where all this mischief is happening. But that is a consequence of living far away from a city. Seriously, if you live in a rural area, then you have to kind of face the consequences of waiting a little bit longer to get your packages. Well, why the hell they ordering so much stuff and they live out in the middle of nowhere? Hell if I know. But this happens every year. And so what DeJoy is attempting to do, I'm assuming, is get it so that when they do have packages like that, they're able to go to a facility that is bigger, that's able to hold all of those. Hence the reason why they are consolidating, because small post offices in rural areas like that, they really can't handle the volume. It's evident. It's clear. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together, fam. This is what it is. I mean, you can debate it all you want, but you visually see it. You experience it on a consistent basis. When you're overwhelmed and overslammed with extra packages and parcels, even our own packages that we have, then how do we handle it? So just imagine that little post office is still there, but it's only handling window mail. But all of the carriers now, they're no longer delivering out of there. They're delivering the stuff out of a consolidated facility. One facility that holds 5 to 10 different stations inside of them. Now, that facility is going to be able to hold all that. Therefore, your packages are not sitting outside, and situations like that. I mean, this is Jay thinking. If there's a ton of packages in there and you have station A, station B, station C, etc., you probably have about 200 plus carriers that are coming in there. Now, they're not supposed to cross over, but technically, if you have one postmaster over 5 stations, they can pull a CCA from one of those other stations to go handle that quantity that's overspilling in station A if the person in station C isn't so slammed. They're all sitting in there. You got 200 carriers sitting in there, and one carrier has 50 parcels, and that's at his station. And all of a sudden, you got station C or A that has a ton of parcels. They can say, you know what? Split that route. You come here, help us over here. That's what Jay would assume is happening. Don't make an ass of myself. But as a logistics man, that's kind of what I see or foresee. I'm watching this play out in my area as well. They put two of these facilities together, and I want to see what happens. It's supposed to open up in January. We're going to see. But I don't think this is going to happen. This same situation is going to be like this by the end of 2024. Not as bad as what we're seeing on the news, because man, the news just make us look bad. But at the end of the day, this is Amazon stuff, man. But Amazon stuff is ordered by us, everybody. So we kind of at fault. But again, living in a rural area, they have to experience the delays because they're so far out in the middle of nowhere. That's just gonna happen. I'm not saying it's their fault, but that just happens. Now, if you have a facility sitting here, yes, they're gonna have to travel a little farther to go to that rural area, but at least they will get the people will get their mail. The customer at the end of the day needs to be satisfied. Again, this is just all my opinion, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, and you guys tell me what you think. I mean, you're always willing to chime in. And to the chump that left a funny comment about, you know, I'm getting closer to the dirt nap. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Anyway, that was funny. Yeah, but this is JH. And hey, man, hope this information was helpful to some people, you know, and other people, just pass it on. I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.